We continue to follow breaking news out of Butte County. Good evening. I'm Laura Painter.
And I'm Chris Thomas. We do thank you for joining us. We're tracking new information on a school shooting tonight. It happened at the Feather River School of Seventh-day Adventists in the town of Palermo, just south of Oroville. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias is live from the scene tonight.
Roxanne, tell us, what are you learning now from investigators?
Well, Chris and Laura, right now the Butte County Sheriff's Office is trying to identify the suspect in this school shooting, while two young boys, two students, one 5, one 6, are in the hospital right now recovering from gunshot wounds. Now, what we know and what we heard earlier from the Sheriff's Office is that they got reports of an active shooter on campus around 1 this afternoon from the Seventh-day Adventist school. When deputies got there, they found the two students who had been shot. Both were young boys, 5 and 6 years old. They also found a man who was dead from what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. In the preliminary investigation, the sheriff's office says it appears the man came onto campus to meet with the principal to discuss the possibility of enrolling a student. They're also trying to verify that information as we speak. Now, after the meeting, the principal heard shots being fired and screams, and that's when they found the students shot. The remainder of the students were then taken to the Oroville Church of Nazarene on Monte Vista Avenue and reunited with their parents. Sheriff Honey speaking today about the impact this crime has on everyone.
But man, when you're talking about little kids like this who can't defend themselves, it just, it really does tear at the heart.
Now, just to put things into perspective, according to the school's website, it is a K-8 school, and there are a total of 4 teachers and 1 secretary. Earlier, we were also told that Sheriff Honey says that the suspect was dropped off at the school by someone in a gray 4-door sedan. They're asking the driver of that sedan to contact the sheriff's office. They're also asking anyone out there who may know this suspect to reach out to law enforcement and let them know if you know this individual. I'm live in Butte County. Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
Still a very active investigation. Our hearts go out to those young children and their families. Stay with us for updates as we learn more.
And just into our newsroom, Governor Gavin Newsom released a statement on this school shooting. He says, quote, "We are actively monitoring the shooting in Oroville. The state is coordinating with local officials, and state law enforcement are on the ground and assisting local law enforcement. Our hearts go out to the Oroville community and the students, school staff, and families impacted by this horrific act of gun violence." ABC 10's Paul Songa is also in Palermo tonight.
Yeah, he went to meet with families reuniting with their children after this scary day.
This tight-knit community reeling after 2 school-age children were injured in a shooting. And right now we're here at Oroville, the Church of the Nazarene. Mostly it's left with media members and a few staff members who are trying to wrap their heads around exactly what happened here, how and why this unfortunate incident took place. After the shooting, students and staff were brought to this church, which is more than 7 miles away from the school. Parents rushing to reunite with their kids. As you can imagine, it is not what a parent expects will happen when they let their kids leave the house. But this is a sad reality this community is facing, and I spoke with a few staff members off camera. They were just overwhelmed by the emotions, by what happened. So there's many questions left as to exactly what happened here. A lot of people here know that answers will come out, but right now they're just praying for the 2 school-age children who were injured. Reporting in Oroville, Paul Songa, ABC 10.
Well, thank you. Take a look. Assemblymember James Gallagher, who represents Butte County, released this statement saying, "My heart is breaking for everyone impacted by this tragedy. We will never understand why or how someone could do a thing like this. I'm grateful for the bravery of law enforcement, fire, and medical personnel who responded to this attack to stop the shooter and rescue the victims."
The statement continues saying, quote, "As a community, we'll all be hugging our loved ones closer today as we pray for the victims and try to make sense of something so senseless."